Alright, let's take a look at this Monday night slate. The DraftKings Captain Showdown mode between Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. First person I want to look at is Patrick Mahomes. If you look at what he's done the last 3 weeks, he's put up 314 yards, 326 yards, and 256 yards. He had 3 touchdowns against San Francisco on 38 attempts. That gave you 28 DraftKings points. He's going up against a Denver defense that allowed 277 yards and 1 touchdown to Joe Flacco. Look for him to keep trending up the way he has been. I really like him in this position. I'm going to go ahead and draft him. Next person I want to look at is Royce Freeman. Last week against Baltimore, he rushed for 13 times, 53 yards on the ground and 1 touchdown. He also had 1 reception for 5 yards. He got you 12 DraftKings points. He's going up against this Kansas City defense that allows 77 yards per game rushing. I really look for Freeman to carry the workload in this game. I know a lot of people were on Lindsey the last few weeks, but it looks like his workload has dropped off. Last week he only scored you 2 DraftKings points. I'm going to go ahead and draft Royce Freeman. But I'm going to look at Lindsey just to show you that his productivity has fallen off. He had 4 attempts for 20 yards and he only had 2 targets. That gave you 2 DraftKings points. If you look at what he did against Oakland and Seattle, he carried most of that workload, if not all of it, in those 2 games, and then he fell off against Baltimore. So I look for Freeman to carry the workload tonight. I don't know why this isn't coming off. But the next person I want to look at is, I'm not sure if I want to fade Hill or if I want to play him, but I really like Travis Kelce as my captain. Against San Francisco he had 10 targets, and against Pittsburgh he's had 10 targets. San Francisco had 114 yards with 0 touchdowns and still got you 22 DraftKings points. Against Pitt, he had 10 targets, 109 yards, and he had 2 touchdowns. That got you 32 DraftKings points. The last 2 weeks, it seems like Kelce has been Mahomes' favorite target. Look for him to have those same amount of targets in tonight's game against Denver. The inside of their defense looks soft. Their pass rush doesn't seem like what it used to be with Von Miller as the end. I really think that the Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce stack is probably going to win a lot of these tournaments. Next person I want to look at is Butker. I feel like this is going to be a high-scoring game. So he's averaging, 8 points roughly a game. I think a kicker is going to put your lineup over because Butker's 3,400 on DraftKings. So if you put Freeman in and Butker, those are your 2 value picks. I see him probably getting 2 field goals along with a couple PATs. So I look for him to get, you know, anywhere from 8 to 10 points. I really don't suggest picking a defense in this game. I think Mahomes is going to tear up Denver's passing defense, and I think that Denver is going to open up on Kansas City's defense because it seems like he can't stop anything. So you have 15,000 left to fill 2 spots. I don't know exactly what you would want to put in as far as I could go Tyreek Hill, I could go, you know, E. Saunders, Kareem Hunt, Demaryius Thomas. I really like Emmanuel Sanders, 9,200. Take a look at him. You know, he's got 8 targets, 38 yards. He got 18 DraftKings points. I know for a little bit there, Keenum was targeting Sanders a lot. But let's look at Demaryius Thomas. You know, against Baltimore, he had 5 receptions for 63 yards, no touchdowns, and he got 11 points. So if I'm going to pick out of the two, I'm going to go with Emmanuel Sanders. I don't know why this is doing this, but let's try getting Emmanuel Sanders in here. I mean, even if you want to do that, you could go Emmanuel Sanders. That still gives you 6,200 left. I really don't see a whole lot of value here. Let's just take him out for a minute. I want to see something. We just put Kareem Hunt there. 7,000. And still not going to get you a whole lot. So yeah, go play around with this lineup. I might even try to do this just to be a little more contrarian. Put Kareem Hunt there. You can go Travis Kelce and put in Demaryius Thomas. So there's 200 left over. I really like Travis Kelce in the captain spot, but if you do that, you may not have a whole lot of salary left over to place anything else worth any value. Now you're going to leave a lot on the table. So those are my picks for tonight. Hopefully these help you out. I'm not suggesting, you know, to go full roster with this, but it just kind of gives you an outline of what to look for. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I've had a lot of support and viewership these last 3 videos. If you want to see me do something else, as far as maybe give you 3 options on the Sunday slate, let me know. Give me some feedbacks in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.